Oh, hey, I am so glad you stopped by today. I have something I want to share with you. And if there's anyone that's new here, welcome to Safe at Homestead. My name is Elena. I have been waiting patiently to share with you my seed haul, but this package took forever to get here, which means I couldn't open this package or this package because I wanted to do it with you. Before I do, I want to share with you something else I'm pretty excited to have. Let me bring you down here. So this is a garden planner, and I spent probably half an hour, 45 minutes last night cutting up scrapbook paper, laminating, and got it into this old ARC notebook. This is a um, disc system by Staples, and it's finally done. So the innards are not mine. They are from Oak Abode, and I will make sure to link her information so you can go over there and see listen to her talk about the features of the planner, why she did the planner. There's so much that went into it, and we really appreciate that she did it because it made life easier for me. In the past, I've used just notebooks, and it's hard for me to go back and find information, and I don't remember where I wrote this detail, and so I'm excited to have this. So it's the garden planner for 2023. And I really like that she gave us some grid pages right up front so that we can sketch out our garden or any area that we're planting in. Even if it's pots, you can sketch out the area where your pots are and what you're going to, where you're going to put them in your garden. The next thing that you will find in this planner is a monthly page, so you can write down little details that you may want to, like the weather, etc. But I really like this task page here because there's one for each month, and you get to write down what's high priority and what's medium to low priority for you to do that month. You can even do some more sketches if you want, and there's ample room for notes. Now, when you go over here and start in the weekly section, you have again a lot of room to write and a lot of room to draw. If you're doing different recipes like making your own fertilizer or anything like that, you can make those notes here as well. One feature of this that I love that she did is at the bottom she puts the week of the year, so you know where you are in the season just by any page that you may be on in your planner. And then towards the end, what she's done is giving you some sheets where you can do inventory of your seeds. For example, here you have your vegetables. You know what name of the plant. You can put when you started it, when you transplanted it, and she has that for vegetables, herbs, fruits. And then towards the back, she has a sheet for succession planting, so you can put your first, second, third, and fourth succession. And because this is a digital download, you can make more of these pages if you want, or any of the pages that you wish. Pretty great idea. So I'm excited to have this. I had a notebook before last season, and yes, I jotted down things in there, but I could not find them when I wanted them. I didn't know what page or where to find the drawing that I made, or where to find the recipe that I wrote, or when did I plant those carrots, right? So this is a great asset for me, and I look forward to using it. All right, let's get into the seeds. We're gonna start off with, let's see, can I tell which package is which? Yeah. Okay, this one arrived first, and this is from M.I. Gardener. I am not, well, I told myself I was not ordering a bunch of things, but I started ordering before I pulled out my storage container to look and see what I did have. That wasn't very smart of me, but I kind of had an idea of what I wanted and what I didn't want. This year, I decided that I was not going to do a lot of experimenting or get a lot of things that are just for fun. I did several different fun tomatoes last year, and they took so long to mature, or they were beautiful, but they didn't really taste that great. Like, I felt like it wasn't worth the time and effort that I put into them and the money that I put into it. So this year, I wanted to stick to things that we eat, things that we know we like. I have limited space. I don't have an acre to grow things in. And so yeah, I'm trying to be very good about just getting what I can use. What I love about MI Gardener is he always gives you a little coupon code in each package, and then you can just use that, share 10 for 10% off your next order. So what did I get? Tomatoes. Floridale tomato, just a plain tomato, nothing kind of crazy. It's a determinate tomato, and it says that it's perfect in with a picturesque color, and it's great for making sauce and salsas. And so that's what we do with tomatoes. So I needed something that was dense and not very watery. So I'm sure somewhere in here I have some Romas. If I do have some Romas from last year, but I think I wanted some more, or just any kind of tomato that I could use for pasta sauces and spaghetti sauces and salsas. So here is a ground cherry tomato. Someone gave me a ground cherry plant last year, and I was not successful with it, but I wanted to try again, and I'm going to try from seed and get started. Something that's in the garden that you can pick while you're in there working and just eating. Last year for us, that was the cucamelon. We had a whole arch of it, and my husband and I loved just picking it while we were in the garden. Just something to snack on. I think that's what the ground cherry is going to be for us this year. I probably should have separated these into categories, but I didn't. Here's the Arkansas Traveler tomato. And let's see, what does it say? It's resistant to cracking, to heat, to humidity, and to drought. I think I picked it because of the cracking and the drought, because where we are, it doesn't rain. I mean, it's rare, and sometimes you're not as diligent with watering as you want to be. So it is good to toss into salads. So I got that one. Swiss chard. Boy, I have a lot of Swiss chard. I ordered it, but I don't know why, because I have probably 2 packages of Swiss chard. But to be honest, we ate so much Swiss chard last year. It worked great in our garden, in the type of soil that we have, in the weather that we have, and it just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And I even had them here in the kitchen because it's so colorful, this particular variety. I just had it in these quart jars just to look pretty till I use them. Spinach, we always need spinach. My chickens love spinach too, so I'm hoping, I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off, but I'm hoping to train them to go to a certain bed for their spinach and their kale, because they love kale. And last year, whenever I would let them out, they would go running to the kale bed, but they didn't just stick there. They would just go to other places I didn't want them to go to. So I'm hoping to somehow put a barrier around the other beds. I'm not sure yet, but somehow to still allow them to come out in the summertime when the garden is going, but have them just go to a specific place. This is a habanero Caribbean pepper. I got it for the taste. The color looks great too. We like hot, spicy things, but this one says it has a tangy citrus taste, and so I wanted to try something a little bit different, maybe in salsas. Watermelon. Yellow watermelon this year. We do pretty good with watermelons, but I wanted to try something not too off the beaten path, not too exciting in that we have to do so many different things to keep it going. Last year, what is it? Delice de la Table. I wanted to grow that so much, and we had so many of them, but I don't think we tasted one. I think I tasted one, and it was bad. It was like it was starting to ferment. It took forever to grow, and once it grew, you had to like be over it like a hawk, because from one day to the next it would be ripe and then bad, and so I wasn't very successful with it. So tender sweet orange watermelon, I thought I'd give that a try. It sounds like something that's as exciting as I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna go out there, like I said. I just want to do things that I know we're gonna eat and that we like. Honey Rock cantaloupe. I saved some seeds from this. I bought 2 plants from Lowe's, I believe, and they were great. It tastes so good. They're so sweet, but I lost the label and I didn't know what it was. So, but I knew that rock was in the name, and so I asked around on on Facebook. There's a couple of Facebook groups that I'm in, and someone said it was honey rock, and so I got some seeds just in case my seeds don't work. I just wanted to make sure. So we have some lettuce, leaf lettuce. I love leaf lettuce. And Paris Island cause. This worked really well last year in my green stalks, and so I'm gonna got some more to do the same. And Copenhagen market cabbage. I grew 3 cabbages last year, you guys. I grew them in straw bales. This year I'm gonna try to do them in the garden boxes and see if it works. They were starts, they were little plants from Lowe's. This time I'm going to try to do it from seed and see how successful I am. Was there something about this? I thought there was something about it was a early cabbage, but I'm not sure. But it's not very big, and that's what I want. I don't want it to have a giant cabbage. It's just 2 of us, so we don't need a giant cabbage. And then strike bean. It's a stringless pod. I am pretty sure that what I grew last year was a stringless. Maybe what I did is I left it too long, because after a while, I let them get too big, because after a while, some of them were so like hard and it seemed stringy to me. Maybe I needed to, I think it was Blue Lake is what I grew. And it was beautiful on the archway, but early on we did enjoy it, but then afterwards it wasn't so appetizing. I think that was my fault though. All right, second bag from M.I. Gardener. This is exciting because I'm sharing it with you, but in a way it's like the first time I'm seeing it because I don't remember everything that I order. Does that happen to you? And sometimes you just get a little bit carried away when you're looking at the seed catalog or you're on the site. I try not to do that though. This is baby Roma tomato. My Roma, I had 2 Roma tomato plants, and they just gave and gave and gave and gave. I love the Roma tomatoes. I still have it in my freezer, you guys. I need to take them out and do something with them because, yeah, I need the space in my freezer. These are baby ones, so I imagine that they will be, it says it's great for canning, for paste, and for sauces, but they are smaller than the regular Roma. So I thought I'd give that a try. Winter luxury pumpkin. Not sure why I got that. I did really well with pumpkins. I had some in the garden boxes and some in straw bales. And I wanted something smaller. I wonder if that's why I got this. Who knows? But it says it's great you can freeze it. I still have pumpkins. I have 2 pumpkins that I have not done anything with yet, and they're still going strong. They're not going bad or anything like that. Large red cherry pepper. I like these because of the size. I don't know much about it, but it produces 70 to 80 peppers per plant. So that's a good yield if you are planting it in a big bucket or you are limited in space. It also said that it doesn't drop flowers when you move it outside. So if you're starting your seeds outside. So I don't start seeds if you're starting your seeds inside. I don't start seeds inside. I don't have much room here. If you remember, I mentioned that we live in a 38-foot RV. It's a 40-foot RV, but the nose, we lose 2 feet there. So really it's 38 feet of living space. So I cannot set up any growing lights or anything like that in here. But it gets so hot here and so fast, and the tomatoes and peppers do drop their flowers, which means they won't produce. So I always have to be creative about shading them. So I was excited that this one didn't do that, at least not very much. So we'll see. Cayenne long slim. I knew I ordered cayenne. In my Dollar Tree haul, I got cayenne. I mentioned to you guys, I shared that, but I wasn't sure. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, yes, I did get cayenne. I just want to make my own cayenne pepper. We have 2 different pepper powders that we made from our own peppers. One was from a pepper called Sweet Heat, and the other is just a combination of a lot of different hot peppers, and we just threw them all together, dried them in the dehydrator, blended them, and made our own spice blend. And I wanted to do that with the cayenne. More lettuce. This is a slow boat lettuce. I'm going to put this in ground, not in the green stock. And yes, because of the heat, a lot of our lettuce is bolted, but this one says it's slow bolt and it's good for areas with hot summers. That will be us. Lacinato dinosaur kale. Love the stuff. It's great for kale chips. The chickens love it. This is the bed that they would run and go to. Fortunately, I had enough to share with them. And then the Premier kale I also like, and they do too. It's more tender. It's better in smoothies, I think. It's not as strong a taste. And so I'm excited to have this again. Shasta Daisy. You guys, I talked to you also about the fact that I can't seem to grow flowers, but I'm going to try this year. I got some from Dollar Tree, and I got this one, the Shasta Daisy, and I'm going to try my best to grow flowers. I end up buying them at Lowe's and Home Depot, and they're pretty pricey, but I have to have flowers in my garden, and so that's what I do. This year, I hope I can grow them from seed. The Royal Chantenay carrot, this one we grew last year in the straw bale. This year, I think that I am going to try, I am thinking that I might do all my carrots in 5-gallon buckets and just every week plant some more, every week plant some more. So I have a continuous harvest, hopefully. That plan works with carrots, different varieties. Purple sprouting broccoli. Why do I feel like, oh, actually I do have this. I did start some of this in my winter sowing. But this is good because it's an early spring plant. It's let's see, I just feel like purple, anything with bright colors, I think it has more nutrition. So I'm trying to see if it says, yep, it will turn green when you cook it. And then Forma Nova beets. Never did these before, but they're smaller beets and they looked interesting. Beets grew in for us in, we did them in straw bales. And let's see, does it say yeah, apparently the greens are nicer than your regular beets, so I look forward to mixing some of those with my Swiss chard. I love Swiss chard greens. And then Maxibel haricot. What kind of seed is this? I mean, what kind of bean is this? Let's see. It's a bush bean. I think I got some other bush beans. My success with beans was, I think it was successful in that I had lots of beans as far as bush beans, but it was unsuccessful in that I had to re-sow and re-sow and re-sow and re-sow. I don't know what was going on. Part of it was the birds, but even when the birds didn't get it, they would break through the surface and 3 days later they would just die. Even though I was watering, I don't know what was going on. I was hoping it wasn't my soil, that something was wrong with the soil that I bought. So I'm gonna try again to do a few different types of beans. I want to have beans all the time because it's something we eat often. We eat beans probably 3 times a week. Okay, and then this is from, look at the pretty, look how cute their packaging is. This is from Baker Seed, and they have heirloom seeds. Let's see what I got here. Okay, this is the free seed packet. They usually give you a free seed packet. Oh, I wonder if this, let's see, 1 second. I want to look at the M.I. Gardener and see. Nope, I ordered the Shasta Daisy. I thought maybe that was a free packet because they used to give you a free packet too, but I don't think they did that this time around. Okay, so Japanese wasabi radish. My husband loves this stuff. That's so funny that that's what we got for free. I guess we'll have to plan it, something that's different and unusual because he loves wasabi. Okay, this is a pretty cool project that I'm doing. Yes, it's something unusual and different, but not so much. It's this corn. We planted corn last year, which was the first time, and I did it just for the fun of it to see what would happen. And we got a few ears. For the most part, the monsoon came and it just washed everything away, broke all the stems. It was a disaster. But we probably got about 6 ears, and we cooked them and ate them, and they were so sweet and so delicious, and I thought we need to try this at least one more time. The thing about this corn, it's called Orchard Baby, is it's small. So it doesn't get as tall. It only takes 65 days to harvest. It says a supremely early maturing sweet corn with delicious flavor. A perfect choice for limited garden space or growing in containers. Stalks stand just 3 to 5 feet tall, bearing 2 ears each. Kernels are sweet and yellow. Hello. So we're talking about doing what we can with what we have. Get some pots, put some of this in there. Orchard Baby. And you can grow corn in your patio, in your driveway, wherever it is that you're growing, whatever space you have, it's possible. So I just wanted to give this one a try. I don't know if it's going in ground or in pots yet. That is to be decided. Okay, pepper, the Sugar Rush Peach. Okay, I have to say that the reason I bought this is because I saw so many people growing it on YouTube. Yes, I did it because of that. It just looks so good. It looks like I made a lot of pepper jelly this year with all these different peppers, and this one just sounds like it would be great in a pepper jelly. Maybe add some peaches. Wouldn't that be nice to that jelly, and have your Sugar Rush peach peppers and a little bit of, peach, the fruit, and make some nice jelly. I'm gonna give that one a try. Okay, hold on. This says free seed. If this is the free seed, yeah, they just gave me 2 free seeds. So here's another free seed. It's bok choy. My first garden here, I tried bok choy, and it was a disaster. It just didn't do anything. And I don't know if they were just selling it too late in the season. I kind of had a feeling, but I bought it anyway. These are tiny bok choy, which that one was tiny bok choy too. So it's an extra dwarf head for this miniature bok choy, famous across China. So I'm gonna try it. I got it. It was free, but I'm gonna try it. I love, love, love delicata squash. I don't know if you've ever tried it. This one is called Honey Boat Delicata Squash. Every time I see it, I buy it. I don't usually see it in local stores here, but if I go into Albuquerque and I go to Sprouts or Whole Foods, I usually find it there. And I love just slicing it and putting oil on it, some salt, pepper, paprika, and putting it in the oven. Delicious. So I decided to grow my own delicata squash. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. I have to read a little bit more about it and when, because for me, I just hate squash bugs. I mean, I hate squash bugs. And so last year I planted zucchini and yellow squash really late in the season, and I think it worked because these squash bugs were, I guess, all gone, but I hardly had any, just a couple. And so I don't know if I have to do the same with this, is plant it late in the season. You don't get as much as if you planted it earlier on, but I rather just have a few. I was picking one off every day almost for us to have for dinner, but I didn't have to deal with the bugs. Okay, this is an odd cucumber, and the only reason I got it is because my husband saw it in the catalog and said, get that. So it is called a Suyo Long. And it didn't look as prickly in the picture, but look at that. That is like a really prickly looking cucumber. But I'm going to try that, and I think I'm going to put that on the arch where we had last year, where we had the cucamelons, and see what happens. It says some afternoon shade is beneficial in the hottest summer weather. I don't know. Trellis growing saves space. That's what I'm going to do. We'll see how this goes. Suyo Long. All right. Carrots, the Chantenay Red. I got it from both of them. From That's why you need to write things down, and that's why I'm glad to have Oak Abode's planner, so I can write things down so I know what I have. Because I just did not want to go outside into the shed to get the storage box with my seeds. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing succession planting with the carrots like I mentioned, so I'm glad to have them. German chamomile. I want to grow lots of these. I love having this for my chickens. I dry it and put it in their nest box, in the coop, in their dust bathing sand. I like to put chamomile and calendula and lavender and peppermint, all the things for them. And these grew great in my green stock. So I'm going to put them in green stocks, but I'm going to also put them in pots. Okay, broccoli rabe. Let's see, what is this? Natalina di Fasano. This is some kind of broccoli rabe. It must have looked nice in the catalog, that's why I got it. But I like broccoli rabe because we love broccoli. We eat a lot of broccoli, and this one's grows faster, and you get more bang for your buck. I think you're not waiting for a whole head to form, and you can harvest them faster, sooner, I should say, and be eating broccoli before you know it. Calendula porcupine mix. My calendula last year was from, I bought it from Lowe's because I wanted calendula and I didn't have any seeds, and I just wanted flowers, but I specifically wanted calendula because I wanted to make some calendula salve or calendula lotion. I didn't end up doing that. I did save a little bit, but most of it went to the chickens. They love it. So they ate it, but they also got it in their coop. So this time I hope I can plant like a whole row or two of calendula. Echinacea purpurea. I'm gonna try to grow this in my garden from seed. I love these purple flowers, purple cone flowers. They are so beautiful, and not only that, we can dry some and make tea. That would be really nice. Spinach, Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. I got these because it does better in hot weather. I know that it's a cool weather crop, but I like to push it and see how long I can keep it in the garden. And so I like the idea of this one being good for hot weather, so we can have spinach longer. And then this Armenian yard long cucumber. This is what we decided to try this year. Cucumbers just were weird for me last year. I didn't have good success with them. I probably had 3 buckets with cucumbers. Maybe it's because it wasn't buckets, I don't know. But we decided to just try something totally different and have it growing on the trellis and see how that works. It's very melony in flavor, so I look forward to having that. It's actually a melon. It's not a cucumber, but it grows long and skinny, and people use it like a cucumber. Hey you! No, 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 no. It's my cat. Okay, radish. This is an 18-day radish, and this is pretty exciting for my husband. I'm not a radish person, although I've seen that radish. I've heard people say radish tastes great when you roast it. But yeah, as soon as they come up, he pulls them out and he eats them. He loves radishes, so I got him these because they're 18-day radish. But we'll see. Maybe I can roast some of these and see if I like them. Oh, you can't get up because look, there's seeds everywhere. It's my kitty. Okay, so that is it. Tons of seeds. Can't wait to start. Do you guys hear the wind? I don't know if you can hear it. It's just whipping through here. I'm excited about having these seeds and getting them started. I don't start seeds indoors. I do winter sowing outdoors. Okay. Okay, there she goes. All right. I do winter sowing outdoors. I started yesterday, and Sophie, she's funny. Okay, anyways, I started yesterday, and I'm gonna continue as the weather allows me to, and hopefully I'll have a successful garden. I don't know about you guys, but every year I kind of get this little nervousness in my chest and in my stomach, thinking nothing's gonna grow. It happens every year, and then I have this beautiful garden with lots of food, but I just get worried about it. Do you guys feel that way sometimes? Let me know in the comments if you do. See you guys in the next video, and go do something small, but do it in a big way. Bye.